The idea with the album cover was that we wanted to honor that DIY punk rock skateboarder mentality, and growing up a bit in the '90s, that was very prominent. We contacted Scott Mcdonald a few months back and asked him if it would be okay if we used one of his skateboarding pictures for our album cover, because again, we wanted to really honor that DIY skateboard punk rock culture that was very prominent growing up in my life personally, and all of us in the band, and especially with Tony Hawk and the really extremely successful guys, that had video games and TV shows, Bam Margera and then that, right? Those guys are DIY heroes. They came up from nothing and they created a scene. They created their success. In Hamilton, Scott Mcdonald is really the local DIY hero there. I mean, this guy, he's a business owner. He's done well for himself, but he's used that personal success of his that he's gotten, and he's used it to help others. This is what a lot of these guys do. They're DIY heroes. They are literally heroes, and you don't always hear about what they do because a lot of times they're not out there bragging about what they do. This guy goes to Cuba and builds skate parks. He brings he's creating a scene in another country where they don't have the same kind of opportunities as we do here. And that's the kind of guy that he is. And that's the kind of people that those DIY skateboard punk rockers are, Generation Vex just relates to what everybody's feeling like right now. Everybody's really pissed off, and for a lot of good reasons. And people are arguing about a lot of the wrong reasons. And it's just making everybody want to hate each other and just causing a lot of arguments, but not really making any kind of constructive progress with anything. Generation Vex just refers to the times that we're in right now in relation to the young people. People are pissed, and people got something to say right now. And I think music is kind of changing. You're even seeing it here on the local scene, that there's a shift right now in the kind of music that is coming out. Like, there's a lot of punk bands starting right now, actually. The scene around here is amazing. There's a lot of talented people. It's great. But I think in the last couple of years, there's been a slight shift towards more gimmicks, less focus toward the actual music and more focus on how you're going to wow people on the stage, which is great because you want to put on a real solid show. People deserve their money's worth when they go to an event. But I think that there's been a little less focus on the music and a little more focus on more of the gimmicky stuff. A lot of musicians that are feeling that right now, even on the local scene level, and you're seeing that come out as new bands are popping out, new punk bands in particular.